say g'day to the new Holden Colorado truck. This fresh-faced load lugger has been 4 years in the making and has extensive input from the Aussie engineering team behind the VF2 Commodore. But before we see how it drives, I'm going to take a look inside the all-new cabin.
Holden has completely redesigned the cabin, starting with a more modern dashboard. It's a big improvement on the previous model, and updated touchscreen systems with integrated reversing camera are fitted as standard across the range now.
And for those that like smartphone connectivity, you've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, native on all models. You might have heard me refer to the new Colorado as a truck. That's because Holden wants to bring it a little bit closer with its US cousins, the big pickups. But it doesn't sound anything like a truck anymore. And that's because Holden has improved the sound deadening equipment in the engine bay and also improved the aerodynamics at the front of the car. In other words, you basically get a much quieter vehicle than before.
The Colorado takes advantage of a new electric power steering setup that makes the one-tonner feel far more car-like and easier to drive long distance as a result.
There's been changes to the suspension too, which make it a much milder car to drive, but it's also quite a bit more fun if you find some twisty roads. It sits flatter through the corners.
Although the 2.8 litre turbo diesel retains its power output, there's been tweaks to the fueling and gearbox that make it a more refined and responsive cruiser.
Some of the more advanced safety features that its rivals such as the Ranger have, including autonomous emergency braking and radar cruise control, aren't available on this Colorado.
Thankfully, it can still lug 1,000 kilos in the tub and tow 3,500 kilos, ensuring its utility hasn't been watered down in the quest for better road manners.
Holden is really pushing accessories with its new Colorado, and it's trying to beat the aftermarket guys at their own game with stuff like this new Safari bar. You've got the Venom LED lights at the front. Check out these flared wheel arches, the sports bar at the back. It's all very cool and it's all warranty backed.
And if you do spec it up, you'll have no problems off-road. 4x4 models have an effective hill descent control system, and the engine's smoother power delivery makes scrambling up steep, rocky trails effortless. And 231mm of ground clearance ensures it can clamber over most obstacles without much trouble. The new Bridgestone Jeweler tyres are as effective on-road as off, and we even had the chance to pump the Colorado around a short dirt course, discovering a remarkable level of control, even when the tail is wagging.
Whether you call it a ute or a truck, the new Colorado is a much improved vehicle. Can it knock the Ranger off its perch? Personally, I don't think so, but it's definitely closed the gap. One thing's for sure, the next Ford versus Holden showdown is going to be very interesting.